Hello everyone, it's me, Graduate Otaku. Today I have a very special guest and a unique podcast. You guys won't believe it. You guys can see so many people thought anime is cartoon. But we all anime fan knows it's not. Anime is an emotion. So let's play a game. Can Graduate Otaku convert a non-anime fan into an anime fan? Okay then, I have my friend Sohorab. Without any introduction, I have a question for him. Bro, why don't you watch any anime? Why?
The answer is really complicated, but the truth is there are real life characters which I really follow from Marvel Cinematic Universe or DC Universe, and somewhat they are playing protagonists or antagonists all the time. But the main fact is I can follow them in social media or in real life. I can imitate, I can learn from them. But the problem is of anime that the characters are imaginary and created by numerous artists. So it's really tough for me to relate them. That's why it's really hard for me to watch them instead of real life characters.
Okay, I understand your points. You have got some logic. But didn't you watch any anime?
No, it's not completely true because some years back I downloaded Death Note. And I learned it from you, obviously, and I was really fascinated by the character development and the story. So I was really willing to watch that, but unfortunately, because of different circumstances, I couldn't. But I'm willing to finish it very soon.
Death Note is a very popular anime for beginners, but I think you should watch a single episode. I mean, Death Note is one of the most popular anime in the whole world. And it's influenced so many non-anime fans into anime fans.
Alright, that's also true. The anime industry is really having a great time till now, as I can see that you are growing also. And as you have become a popular face in the anime industry or the...
Not very popular, but yes.
Yeah, obviously in Bangladesh, everyone knows you. Most of them knows you who follows anime.
Yeah,
it's my perspective.
Most probably.
But the fact is, when you know about the term opportunity cost, right?
Yeah.
But the fact is, when you have
you sacrifice something better for a less better thing.
Yeah, obviously. That's the thing I'm talking about. When you have better options or you have better fictions than anime, then why should you watch it?
Are you really telling me that there are some fiction who is better than anime?
Yeah, according to me, it's
I think there is some misinformation, bro. Let me be clear, okay? You never watch a single anime.
No.
Just because you thought there are other fiction that are good storyline.
Yeah.
Bro, watch Attack on Titan.
Alright.
Just give it a try. Just give it a shot. It will blow your mind.
This single anime can make me an anime fan.
Yes. Just a single season. Just complete one season. It will make you fall in love with anime.
So you're just claiming that I don't need a full season.
Okay. You're a logical person, I know. So I have to give you some proof, right?
Yeah, you can show me some proofs.
So many people like you thought that anime industry is so low. Anime industry is not bigger than Hollywood. Forget about Marvel and DC. The whole anime industry is bigger than the Hollywood.
What?
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's really realistic. Okay, let me show you a proof. You ever heard about Pokemon?
Yeah, I have seen some pictures of that character.
In our childhood, we used to play with Pokemon card.
Is it also an anime?
Yes, Pokemon is an anime. Even Doraemon is an anime. You have seen Doraemon in our childhood. It's an anime.
Doraemon is an anime character?
Yes.
My whole life was a lie because
Doraemon is the second highest manga selling anime. Okay.
All my life I just thought it's a robot it's a cartoon character.
No. Let's see. Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchises of all time. Can you see the number? $147 billion to 150 billion.
Oh my god, I really didn't know that. I really thought it was childish or for some special or some exclusive persons like you, but it's a really huge industry, and I really didn't know that.
And here is your Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's only $35 billion industry.
Oh my god.
And here you have remembered the famous Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
34.7 billion. And Star Wars, 46.7 billion.
I've understood.
So commercially, even a single Pokemon series defeated Hollywood. Just a single Pokemon series. They not only animation, let me clear you, they have manga. Okay, first,
what is manga?
manga means before animation. Okay, before animation, an artist focus on writing or creating his character, showcasing the storyline. First, he took a pen and paper and draw characters, and then there are some story in his mind or her mind. Then they just create a whole page.
So it's like a comic book.
Yeah. As an example, although it's not a manga, but it's manhwa, there is a difference, but those are advanced things. Let me just start from the basic. Okay. So here's a manga page. Okay, it's a solo leveling manga page. So first the artist draw a character, then he create a story, just like comic. Then it has published in different area, whole worldwide. Then if the manga is getting its enough attention to make a animation, then there can some studio. I already made a video about that. Whatever, there are some popular studio, like there are some popular company. As an example, Shueisha is a Japanese company. They took over the manga and deal with the artist, and they make animation. And if it's become super duper popular like Pokemon, they create games. They create different franchise like toys for children, and from this is a huge industry. Okay, so that's why Pokemon becomes so much popular, and it's just beat the Hollywood. Just only one anime. I didn't say about Dragon Ball. I didn't say about Big Three, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. I didn't say about a single thing. Just Pokemon. So that's how big anime industry is. So what's your opinion that the whole there are so many fans, billions anime fans, they are so full?
No, obviously they're not full.
So there must be something in anime.
Yeah, right.
I don't mean to disrespect the Hollywood or Marvel, DC. They are good, but as you speak of that, there are some better fictional version. So I just show you the real life scenario. As you're a logical person, I show you proof that this, that, and how. So I hope you understand how it works.
Yes. So I was really in a misconception, and trust me, brother, if you didn't show me the statistics, I wouldn't really believe it. So as you have shown me the proof, now I understand how misconception my really life got me into.
Okay, so we are talking about Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
So I told you that a single anime can make you anime fan. If you watch Attack on Titan, okay, you will get every kind of emotion. You will feel sad. You will feel happy. You will follow the MC's ambition, dreams. You will see the sacrifice for his dream. There is so much more. The emotion, world building, character design, development, best. Yeah, the main character name is Eren Yeager. Okay. So I don't want to give you a spoiler, but you will fall in love with Eren's perspective. Just to ensure your curiosity, he is the main character. Also, he is the main villain. I won't say anything.
So he is a protagonist and an antagonist at the same time.
And if I'm not wrong, you are a big fan of thriller movie, right?
Yeah, obviously, crime thriller.
Especially crime thriller. So there is so much thrill in every single episode. You can't just ignore the next episode.
Wow. So I have just missed a whole arena of thrill.
Okay. Let's talk it further. Okay. Let's talk in different scenario. What is your favorite web series?
My favorite web series is obviously Game of Thrones,
Okay, so why you love Game of Thrones?
because I think it has everything. You have emotions, you have betrayal, you have love, you have
Politics.
politics, yeah, and you don't know what's coming up. It's really unpredictable. So especially it has thrills.
What if I told you Attack on Titan has 10x thrill, 10x thrilling moment or a moment than the whole Game of Thrones series?
Then I would say you are kidding. Just
No. If you don't believe me, just watch a single season. So,
so you're just claiming it's better than Game of Thrones.
yes.
So to prove it, I really have to watch Attack on Titan.
Yeah, and we will make another podcast with him after he finish the Attack on Titan series. Okay, so we actually I just wanted to show him the importance of animation, the storytelling, the betrayal, the emotion, the friendship, the main core of animation. Okay,
So I have a question for the audience. Is there any audience who have watched both of them, Game of Thrones and Attack on Titan? Can you please comment down which one is better? Because I didn't see Attack on Titan, so I cannot really rely on your opinion blindly. I need feedbacks from the audiences. Can you please comment it down? Which one is better?
first comment is from me. I watched both of them.
Oh, you have watched both of them.
I watched both of them.
So from that comparison, you have saying that.
Yeah.
So yeah, what the?
All right, enough controversies for today. And now let's talk about our guest. Cause if we start talking, we'll forget about to introduce himself. Okay, so he's my friend from my university. He's my best friend. Okay, and also he is our class topper. Okay, so I just capture him so that we can gain so much knowledge from him. Obviously, we'll not only talk about animation or anime industry or Hollywood, Bollywood, whatever. We'll talk about so many things. Let's talk about our friendship. So, Sohorab, do you remember our first meetup
Yeah.
in the orientation day?
Yeah, obviously, I can remember because it was our orientation day, the first day of our university life. And at that day, I met you, and it was really unexpected. I didn't ever think.
You are my behind back seat.
Yeah, I was behind your seat, and I didn't ever imagine that this guy is gonna be my friend for the university life. And to be clear, I only have two friends. I only have two friends, and he's one of them from a university. And I think quality is more important than quantity. So I'm really happy with my two friends because these two friends are really more than 50 fake friends.
Yeah, that's true. I'm also be proud to be a friend of yours cause actually, honestly to say, in my whole life, I have met with so many friends. Okay, and impressively, he became the best one. We have spent so many times, so many memorable from the very first year, from the maybe from 2020, right?
Yeah, we first met at 1st March 2020.
Yes, first month 2020. Yeah. Right. And as you can see, it's been almost more than 5 years.
It's almost more than 6 years.
6 years, okay. Wait, there is an interesting story about how we become friends. I don't know you guys will believe it or not. It because of an experiment from him. So let him tell the story.
Before entering the university, I was really curious about people's interaction or how they really react on the people who is not that much from their own status or from their own vibe. So I wanted to feel the real face of the people. So I conducted a research. I conducted an experiment to see the people who really neglect me or not. So I was really trying to behave like a
Mainly he was behaving like a poor guy. Okay, with simple clothes, wearing sandals with trousers.
Because before entering university, I knew there are people who are very selfish about their own thoughts. So I had to know which persons are really good people who has clean minds and clean thoughts, who is not that much jealous, who is not possessive, who is not liar. So I had to conduct a research and I tried to show myself as a poor guy, as a guy from a village, that I don't know anything. I was really trying to be a nerd. I was dressing like a fool. I wore a trouser with a full shirt and skates. So it was really complicated.
Oh man, I don't want to remember that version of yours. It was so cringe. I mean, he was just like the person, just avoiding everyone, poor outfit, behaving like awkward.
So I was just trying to put myself in the lowest position so that everyone hates me. But interestingly, there were very few people who didn't avoid me. It was true that seeing me in that phase, most of them avoided me. But this is the guy who didn't avoid me, who didn't hate me, and he took an oath that he's gonna change me. He's gonna make me stylish, he's gonna make me smart, and he's gonna prepare me for the university status. And that was really unexpected, because can you imagine that I have nothing, I have literally nothing. Still, this man chose me as his friend, and all the people were just trying to avoid me. So
yeah, it was a really tough time.
Yeah.
So many of our friends ignore him like hell. They behave like he didn't exist. We go to travel so many places as we first met. They are gathering and planning that they are going to there and there. They most likely not willing to include him. I told them why. I said, look at him. He's he can afford he can't even afford the expense.
Yeah.
It was like that. But he was just acting to just examine people.
Yeah, I know if I'm smart, I have money, and I have the intelligence, all the people will like me. Yeah. But that's not the fact. That are not the real friends. Those are snakes. And that's why I conducted that research. And instead of that, being poor, a nerd, a foolish guy, he became my friend. And that's what really mattered. And I was really flattered that, seriously, I didn't even imagine that I will get one or two friends. But yes, I got it, and I really feel lucky for that. What a journey. But yeah, my experiment was really successful.
It's true. At that time, he was really so awkward. I mean, how awkward a can guy be? You guys have no idea. Okay, yeah, he was acting like a fool. Okay, he don't talk too much. He was just a self-depressed person, wearing a simple t-shirt, sandals. Sometimes he was just so bored. I think he didn't even wash his whole face. He was acting like that. Okay, so it's a mess. Okay, I don't want to recognize that phase again. Cause at present time I cannot just I can't just assume that you are like that. But I wanted to change him, but time after time it goes the opposite direction. He changed me. We learned so many things from each other, and at the end of the day, it's true that it's very important to know who the real people are. I didn't know that he was acting, but I felt so sorry for him. Why this guy is ignoring him? I mean, we all friends here, we all classmates here. At first time in university culture, there was some friends group called Friends Forever, so-called Friends Forever group. Okay, he don't even included there. Okay, people ignore him like hell. Especially there are some so-called class gang people. They totally ignore him. Okay, but then I thought that no, this not should be happen. He is also our classmate. He is a human being. Okay, we should we should include him in everything. Okay, he deserves it, cause everyone has something. They say in public university, everyone here give a competitive exam, so he deserves this place. He deserves to be with us. Then I talk with him and says, bro, what's your problem? Can you share with me? Even for 1 week, he acted full with me too. Okay. Then after time, I thought, no, there is something else. So that's an interesting story. Then time after time we spent so many times together.
So the summary of the story is, I really acted like a homeless guy, and all the classmates of mine tried to avoid me because I was not on their status. They are trying to avoid me on their circles, their group tours and everything. And this guy befriended me and started to stay with me with the same house. And after some months, I revealed my real identity. And he was shocked, and also everyone was shocked because no one didn't ever imagine that the reality is different. They thought me as a poor nerd and village guy, but that was just acting. And after getting my real friends, I didn't really need that to continue that act anymore.
Yeah, that was a really shock moment for me. So then
The man who stood behind me when I had nothing deserves to stand behind me when I have everything. And that was the main motive of this experiment, and I really succeeded.
That's a good line, bro. We can use it in so many podcasts.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the story. But the main part is we have learned so many things from each other. I have learned so many things from him. I think he also learned so many things from me.
I also learned a lot of things.
Time after time, we get so close. You know, we shared same flat. Okay. Those who don't know, he has been my flatmate for more than 5 years. Okay, we stayed in same flat, and
to be precise, our whole university life has been flatmates. We have been flatmates in our whole university life for 6 years.
Yeah, that's true. And he is also good with remembering the numbers, date. I don't know what the hell he is doing, but he can remember everything. Okay, on that day, that time I did this. And I thought, bro, you really remembered that? I just forgot my parents' birthday. And he is saying, no, I also remember my grandmother's birthday.
Alright.
Also great grandmother too.
I know, yeah, that's not the real thing. But thanks for your kind words. It's somewhat true.
Yeah, he is really good with remembering things. He also that's a bad things too, cause there are some memories we don't want to remember, but in his case he has to remember that. He can forgive those.
Really, I have got it from my father because he was too good to memorize the incidents. Obviously not the study materials, because I cannot remember the study materials. I cannot remember my portions of readings. I just can remember the incidents, the crucial moments of my life, and the important things. And if you remember your study, you cannot succeed actually, because you need to know the techniques of how you can understand. You should gain knowledge to understand, not to memorize it, because if you understand it, then you are not gonna forget it. Whenever I read something, I try to understand it from the very core, and that's why I don't forget. But most of the students of our time, they are trying to memorize it, and after only 7 or 10 days, they forget.
But this 6 hour of friendship was not that much suitable. We'll not saying that we don't have any misunderstanding or any quarrel between us. It happens really. Sometimes we are arguing, sometimes we have some misconception, some misunderstanding about each other, but with proper understanding and with giving logic, we accept our own mistakes and say sorry to each other. And that's how a friendship is still going on, and I hope it will be continue for the rest of our life.
Yeah, obviously. I also think so. Because we really have started to understand each other. We have our flaws. I have many flaws. He has many flaws, and we try to indicate that bro, you have this flaw, you have to correct it. And he also gives me advices, and we don't defend it. We just adapt it, and we are just trying to fix that. And by that, we are becoming a more good human.
And the best part of Sohorab is that he is honest. Okay, from the very first time we met, I have seen so many things. We had so many memories, but one thing I will guarantee that he never lied to me. he was always honest, and I have never met some people like that with maintaining honesty. If you are not honest, also a manipulator, or you can be a smart person, but you can just act like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but you can't act for a long 5 to 6 years. So it's his real face. I have seen that he is honest. Okay, whatever he will do do it honestly, and that's what makes me so impressed about him. I am not completely honest, that's true. I try to be honest 100%, but there are some times I have to be maintain dishonesty for some purpose, for some security or something else. But this guy could die but never just lost his honesty. So it's like that.
Yeah, it's true.
In our friendship, there are so many times, there are so many ups and downs. Eventually, few months ago, I had an accident. He was also there. Okay, so he supported me in various ways. He took me to the hospital, and he's without family. He is like family here. So there are so many memories we spent together. Okay, so I don't think I have to say it more, but it's like he's a brother to me, and time after time we have become a member of each other's family. I have visited his house so many times, he has visited my house so many times. So from now, this friendship is not only bounded with our own personal and thought, it's like spread in family too. Okay, and in near future it will be grow more, and that's it for me to say. Also, it's very important to know that he is brutally honest. If he did something wrong, he will say, I did this. Sometimes he can use loophole, but he will never lie. So that's a good feature from him, and it makes him dangerous too. So I don't know how to characterize him, as he is my closest friend. Sometimes I roast him, sometimes I really appreciate few things about him, but there is a mutual respect between us. Okay, we don't we are not like other friends that we troll or just like misbehave for some attention, just to get attention. There are really some friendship like that. You know, a friend is just insulting another friend to get attention by a girl or something like that. So we don't do it here. Okay, apart from his knowledge, he is also intelligence. Knowledge means you know so many things, but intelligence means knowing how to implement those things. From my perspective, from my point of view, whatever I have seen, that he don't only have knowledge, but he also implement them. Okay, and I have learned this thing from him, that it's not only knowledge that makes you a smart person. You have to also know that how to utilize this knowledge. Okay, if you don't implement this knowledge, if there is no real value, then the knowledge also has no value. I was so shocked after knowing his true identity. I was thinking how this can happen. I mean, what is this? What the hell happened to me? As far as I know, he was a loser. But somehow I discovered a good friends. Obviously, he has so many bad things. I am telling this in front of him because it's true. He has some anger issue, and sometimes he misbehave or sometimes be disrespectful to some dishonest people, or even if they are senior. Okay, sometimes he misbehave with them because he saw some dishonesty in them, or something that can be handled politically. He just go through and just trying to solve it now. And another thing is that he is so impatient about something. He loses patience so that he can do it right now. Okay, there are so many bad things about him. Apart from that, he has some good qualities, bad qualities, but one thing that you guys should know, that he is our class topper. Okay, topper doesn't mean that study every time. Okay, there are some so-called topper, they just always study, do nothing, but he do everything. Okay, he study when he needs to, he go outside, visit so many places. If he needs some refreshment, he also doing some research about so many things. I don't know what kind of research he does. Sometimes he does research about technology, sometimes he does research on psychology. Even a few days ago, he was researching about neuroscience. So I don't know, but he was always doing some research. He has so many questions, and He just have to know from them. He is lucky that he is born in this era. I don't know what if he was born in the Socrates time. Now you guys can think why I am doing this, why I am appreciating him so much. Because I learned so many things from him. One more thing, he has research journal in world's top level.
Research publications, research journal. Why?
One more thing, he has research publication in world's top journal. Okay, enough appreciation for today. Let's go to a rapid fire round. Sohorab, if you are comfortable, I have some question for you. You have to answer it as quick as possible.
Alright.
For the audience, it's a surprising question. He don't know about it. Okay, so that we can get the authentic data.
Okay, that's interesting.
Introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
Favorite game?
Chase.
Favorite TV series?
Game of Thrones.
Favorite movie of all time?
It's confusing because I have too many, but
You have to say only one. That's the interesting part of rapid fire.
Alright. Inception.
What's your biggest hobby?
Traveling around the world.
Favorite food?
Biryani.
Favorite childhood memory?
Learning how to see a map.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
Getting kicked out from a Viva board.
One thing you regret?
I wish I could have learned chess in my childhood.
What job do you want as a kid?
I wanted to be a detective.
Biggest fear?
Getting lost to myself.
Favorite singer or band? I don't know if you are even heard of any.
I just sing.
Favorite app you use daily?
Chess.com app.
What's your hidden talent?
I have a good intuition. I can predict people's next move.
One thing you regret?
I wanted to get myself failed in HSC.
Can you share the result?
No, I didn't fail.
Most useless skill you have?
Overthinking.
But I think is the most useful skill you have.
Yeah, it has its pros and cons.
Okay. What's make you instantly angry?
Dishonesty.
Favorite fictional character?
Lucifer Morningstar.
One thing you can talk about for hours?
Different philosophical debates.
Rich life or peaceful life?
Peaceful, rich life.
No, one thing. Rich or peace?
Obviously, peaceful life.
Biggest goal right now?
To be an official detective.
Favorite social media platform? YouTube, say YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube. Because I follow you.
What motivates you most?
My family.
What's your toxic trait?
I don't have any.
Favorite season of the year?
Winter.
What's your comfort activity?
I love to research.
One thing people misunderstood about you?
People think that I'm rude.
Because of your eye.
That's true.
If you become famous tomorrow, what would you do first?
I'll launch a course freely of how to be a good human.
Ah, that's a good answer. What's your biggest green flag in a friend?
Honesty.
What's your biggest red flag in people?
Narcissism.
Favorite fictional world you want to live in?
Obviously Marvel Cinematic Universe.
With superpower or without superpower?
Obviously with superpower.
It's not in the question, but just in Marvel Cinematic Universe. What kind of power do you want?
I really like Dr. Doom, so yeah, that's it.
One skill you wish you had instantly?
Having an elo of about 3000 inches.
3000 inches.
So that I can beat Magnus Carlsen. Yeah, it's impossible, but yeah, as it's an wish, so I can. Obviously.
What's something you are addicted to?
I'm addicted to know different things.
Most unforgettable moment in university life?
Obviously, the day I met you, orientation.
If you could relive one day, which day would it be?
It would be it would be 10th October 2022.
What's your definition of success?
I think being confident of whatever you are doing.
What's one message you want to give your future self?
Keep patience, Sohorab. You're gonna get whatever you are willing to have.
So that's it, everyone. It was a interesting rapid fire round, I hope. So now we can go to the learning segment. Okay, we want to learn so many things from his experience. Most of the audience in my channel is maybe under 15 to 20 years. So it will be great if we suggest them something from our own life. Okay, so you guys can imagine both of us as your elder brother. Okay, we did so many mistakes in our early life, school life, college life, even university life. You guys can avoid that. If you guys listen our own mistakes, then you guys can avoid that. Also, there are some extra advice that you guys can increase your potentiality in early age. That will be hugely impactful on your life. Alright, so Sohorab, we all made mistakes in our life, right? You also made so many mistakes.
Yeah,
So what if you could share it with our audience and give some valuable information so that they can avoid it?
Yeah, obviously I can share my life experiences. I have done a lot of mistakes, terrible mistakes. If they listen to my mistakes, I think they can avoid this if it comes into their life. So the first thing I'll try to share that they should know how to know a people. Yeah, obviously I know it's really tough to know a person completely.
It is the most toughest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's the most toughest thing in the world, and according to me, I think it's the most needy and most important task a person should do or to accomplish. Because if you can't understand, can't know, or can't recognize a person properly, at that point in your university, in your workplace, or in your family life, all the places you can be thrashed. You will be in a very bad moment. You will feel like hell. So the most important thing in your life, according to me, is to recognize a person completely, to understand the traits, the characteristics of the people. There are three kinds of people that we should avoid. The first one is narcissist. The narcissists are those persons who only thinks about themselves. These kinds of persons only thinks about themselves. They doesn't care. They actually don't care. What do you think? What's your emotions? Just imagine that you are in a very bad position, a very bad moment. That person is not gonna come to give you sympathy. But when he or she is in that bad moment, she will expect that, or he will expect that from you. But he's not gonna give it to you, but he will expect that from you, because she or he is only obsessed with themselves. They are not bothered about anyone else. So the first
there are so many people.
Yeah, and the narcissistic characteristics also contains lie. They lie a lot, and they are also manipulative. They try to manipulate people. But when it comes about the manipulation, we have to talk about sociopaths. Because when you have narcissism plus manipulation, when you are manipulating a lot of persons for your personal gain, at that point they are called sociopath. So sociopath persons are more dangerous than narcissists, because narcissists, yes, obviously they only think about themselves, but they don't try to manipulate a lot of people. But the sociopaths are the most cold brained person. They manipulate you so subtly, you don't understand that they are manipulating. You will think how good my friend is, how good my life partner is, how good my teacher is, but they are manipulative, they are sociopath. They are the main virus of our society. And the last one is psychopath. And these kind of persons are really less emotional. They don't have that much emotion, and they don't also have empathy. They don't understand people's emotion. That imagine that a person is crying for someone's death, but a psychopath will not understand that. Just imagine that a person is crying for someone's death, but a psychopath won't understand that because he doesn't have an emotion. He cannot feel. He just have some goals and he has to wait for that. So whenever we are trying to recognize these three categories of people, we will be able to avoid a great mistakes or a great trouble from our life. And that's the main advice I'll give those people who is about to get to the university life or the workplace, or who are also elder from me. But the main thing is you have to recognize people. Seriously, if you can do this, your life is a failure. Because wherever you go, you have to deal with people all the time, from waking up in the morning to the late night when you are going to sleep. All the time you have to deal with people. So there is no way that you can avoid this. If you avoid this, then your life is a failure, according to me. And I'm adding to that I did an experiment when I entered the university. Do you remember that with you?
Yeah.
That was the main perspective of mine, that I wanted to recognize people, that which one is great-minded and which one is corrupt-minded. And by that, I got you. So yeah, you can also try my experiment in your university life or your school, college, or your workplace life, and you can get the right person.
From my perspective, yeah, that's a good idea. It's really important to understand the people, know the people, especially your surroundings. I also want to add something that there are some people who is alone. We can tell them they are so introvert. They observe people. They know these people is this, but they don't have the courage to speak up or took some action against them. So what they did, eventually they become frustrated.
Yeah.
So for the introvert people, my suggestion was, I am suggesting cause once upon a time I was there. I was at that place. So sometimes you have to be with people. It's not like you have to always be with your goal, with your own time, but you have to be with people. You can learn so many things but through books, anime, fictional world, but the main things, the practical thing you will learn from the people, from the surrounding of your people. People will teach you so many things. There are some good people, there are some bad people. Good people will teach you why you have to live. Bad people will develop your character. So it's really necessary. Don't skip them. Try to learn from them. Try to gain the experience. So that's it. Alright, let's skip that. Sohorab, there are some common problem among the younger generation. I have seen my younger brother or so many students studying in class 6 or 9, 10. Eventually, in our own friend circle, they are studying in university, public university. They have huge weakness in English. I am not also perfect in English. I also have so many problems, but I am average. Okay. So what will be your suggestion? Because I have seen you have great knowledge about English. You can speak fluently. You have some good writing skill. I have seen your thesis paper. So what will be your suggestion to my audience about being a better person in English?
To be good in a language, you need to be good in 4 skills. Do you know what's those?
Speaking, writing, reading, and listening.
Yeah. Just imagine when a baby is born in our country. At that point, he doesn't know anything. At the very first point, he starts to listen whatever their family members is trying to say. And it continues for about 2 years. And after 2 years, he starts to talk somewhat, whatever he can, in very small fragments. And at that point, we obviously laughed at them that how they are talking, but they didn't stop. If they stopped there, then they could have not reached in that place wherever they are now. So after that, after about 4 or 5 years, when they are ready to go to school, at that point they learn how to read, because at that time they learn alphabets. And after learning them about 1 or 2 years, or it takes time depending on the individuals, they learn how to write. So you see, the first point was listening, and they went for speaking. and then they learned how to read, and then at the very end they learned how to write. But just imagine the scenario, what happened in English. We didn't had any portion of speaking, we didn't had any portion of listening. We went to our school and our teacher gave us a book and told to memorize these alphabets. This is A, this is B, and that's how we learned English. And after practicing the alphabets, we learned how to write. So that's why most of the people of our country learn how to write, how to read English comfortably. But they are very bad at listening and speaking because they skipped these two portions in their very childhood. And that's why most of the students of class 10, colleges or university students are also affected by that, because in their childhood they were like this.
They just skip the most important part.
Yeah, and
the listening and
yeah, obviously, but it's not their fault. It's the fault of our education system. According to me, I have a solution. According to me, the primary education or the secondary education be like this, that there will be 4 fragments of the English syllabus. There will be 25 marks for listening, 25 marks for speaking, there will be 25 marks for reading and 25 for writing. If there are 4 fragments containing 25 marks, and everyone will try to accomplish good numbers in 4 fragments, and they have to pass separately in 4 fragments.
It's like the IELTS exam.
Yeah, they have to pass in 4 fragments. And this is how they can be good, they can be fluent in English. And I think that's the prime reason. That's why most of our students understand, but they can't speak. And there are another problem, that most of our students thinks they need to learn a lot of grammar to learn English. But that's a huge misconception, because I think grammar and English speaking is completely different thing. Just let me give you an example. Just imagine a beggar, a rickshaw puller, or any random guy who is not that much literate in UK or USA. They are fluently talking in English. How are they doing it? They're not that much educated. How they're doing it? Do they know grammar? They haven't read or studied grammar for their lifetime, but they are still doing it. How? It proves that you really don't need grammar for speaking fluently in English. You just need practice.
You don't need grammar. Grammar need you.
Yeah, you just need practice. And most of our persons or students, they are really shy to speak, because whenever they are speaking, their classmates, their friends, they are ready to judge you. And if you can't tolerate the bully or their criticism, then you are not going to be successful. Because just imagine about that baby, that he was also being trolled by the family members, but he didn't stop. So you also have to practice a lot.
So basically you are saying to learn English you have to be a baby.
Yeah, just be like a baby, just tolerate the shyness and tolerate the criticisms. And I'm giving an example once more. If you pick a person who understands English, who can write English but can't speak, take him to the United States of America and put him there for 1 month. At that point, he doesn't has any chance to talk in Bengali and people will understand it. After 1 month, you'll see he's somewhat good in English, because he had to do. He was forced to do. So if we force us, then it can be done. But obviously you need practice and you need perseverance.
Yeah, actually you are right. Yeah, it will be so beneficial for everyone if they follow your guideline. Alright, so that was a valuable lesson for those who don't know English, but it's a hypocrisy thing that the whole podcast is in English. So the one who already know the English will be here to listen this, but whatever. But there is a problem. Still there is some problem. I think that there are so many people who are interested to learn English, but as we speak that we need practice. But with whom? Because if there are so many people who wants to demotivate you, forget about supporting. They will demotivate. Oh, okay, no need to learn English. Then how you can find your partner to learn English?
Alright, For the solution, we have some app. You can use ChatGPT. That's a great solution today because he can speak in Bengali, Hindi or English, whatever you want to, and he can also adapt your skill and how you are adaptive. And you can tell him that I'm not that much fluent and I have to be good, and he can teach you, he can talk to you all the time, all the day. And secondly, you can find a classmate, a batchmate, a friend who is also interested, because obviously there are some people, but you have to ensure him or her that I'm not gonna judge you. I can make mistakes, you will correct me, and if you make mistakes, I will correct you. We're not gonna judge anyone. You can try one thing more. We had a deal that we are gonna talk all the day in English. Whoever will talk in Bengali have to pay 100 taka.
Yeah.
So that's why, in fear of giving taka, we didn't speak Bengali all the day. So that's how we can encourage yourself.
Money was my biggest motivation.
Yeah, and
I didn't want to give you 100 taka.
Yeah, obviously, and obviously it will not be that much good in the very beginning, but after keep practicing for 1 or 2 years, it can be very good, and you can see your past self, that how you were and how you are now.
Although we are not saying we are the expert, okay, we are just suggesting that we did this kind of mistakes so that you guys can improve your English.
Yeah, it's completely our opinion from our own life experiences and mistakes.
Sohorab, do you remember we have talked about so many psychological things in our free time or university after finishing our meal? We are just gossiping about so many things. So one of the most controversial gossip was about people's psychology, about their defense mechanism. Most people defend their mistake. So I think we should talk about that.
Yeah, obviously I can explore that also. You have to remember yourself that we are human beings. We are not angels or we are not robots, that we shouldn't do mistakes. As we are humans, we must have mistakes because we are constantly learning. So as a human, we have to recognize our mistakes, we have to accept that and move on. But there are people who doesn't actually accept their mistakes, and that's called the defense mechanism. They defend their mistakes, that no, I didn't do on purpose, I didn't do myself, I did it because of you.
They will die. They will ready to die.
Yeah.
But they will never accept their mistake.
They are really ready to die, but they are not going to accept their mistakes. But imagine, if you wanna be better, how it can be? If you wanna be better, you have to learn something new. But to learn something new, you have to move on. You have to know that I have mistakes, I have limitations. When I have limitations, at that point, I will be curious to learn more. But when you are refusing to accept that you have mistakes, at that point, how you are gonna learn? So it's a paradox. You have to accept mistakes, then you can learn things, and then you can be better. But if you don't accept your mistakes, you can't learn, and then you can't be better. But the people who defends, they think that they are already better, and that's a really red flag. Because if you can't recognize your mistakes, you are going to be in a fixed position. And on that behalf, I have to say 2 things. There are 2 kinds of people in the world. One, they have growth mindsets. The growth mindset thinks that, yeah, I am a human, but I also do mistakes, and I recognize that, I learn from it, and I get to be a better human. And there is fixed mindset. These fixed mindset people are those people who have defense mechanism, who doesn't accept their flaws, and thus they can't learn something new. So their brain is fixed. Whatever they are now, they will be in that same place after 10 years because they didn't learn something new, because they think they know everything. So that's the problem. So you have to be in a growth mindset, not in a fixed mindset.
Yeah, that's completely true. In my own perspective, even I also have some defense mechanism in my early time before I met Sohorab. So actually it was very common. As you can see from our childhood, from our parents or family member, it has shown that we can do mistake. Okay, we have to be perfect, we have to be super duper perfect. We can't mistakes, and if we make mistakes, we don't have to accept that. If we don't accept mistakes, somehow it will gone, it will vanish. But in real life, it doesn't work like that. If we make mistakes, it won't vanish. Maybe some people are honor enough to not show you or tell you that you have done mistakes, but it remains on their mind. Okay, so it's completely stupid that you ignore your mistake or you totally deny it. Okay, it's a bigger crime that you deny it. Even when you come to defense mechanism, when you defend your mistakes, it's become a bigger crime. Okay, so from our perspective, as we have shared same things, that from our perspective we think that people can make mistakes, but if you just accept your mistakes, it will help you a lot. Okay, we are not telling you that you should not make any mistakes. Obviously, you should not make mistakes intentionally. But if you did any mistakes, accept it, saying that I'm sorry, I have did this. For next time, I will not try to do this, and try to settle down. Okay, it will help you a lot. It will reduce your so many problems from your life. And that's one of the most valuable lesson from our life you guys can adapt. Those who will adapt, that can be beneficial. Those who don't want to adapt, it's your choice, bro.
Yeah, he's right. We have learned this from our childhood. Just imagine a baby, he's walking through a door and got hit by the door. At that point, his or her father and mother, their parents will come on and walk by, and they will say, it's not your fault, baby, it's the fault of the door. And they will beat the door. And from that psychological behavior, the baby will understand that whatever I do, it's not my fault, it's their fault. And that's how we have learned it from our childhood.
Especially that psychology is mostly suited with the Papa Ki Pari type girl.
Yeah.
You know, they was admired by their parents so much that they think that they can't make mistakes.
Yes.
Okay, it's others people fault that they did this.
Yes. And on the other side, it's actually the parents' mistakes, because the parents thinks that when their child will grow, and these traits or these characteristics will be vanished. But it's not true. Whenever they are growing, the characteristics will also grow, and they will be so much defensive in their life. So the ultimate thing is, if you can't accept your mistake, you can't be better. So learn to accept mistakes. And the pillar of success is failure. You have to fail more. You have to get failure over and over. When you do a lot of mistakes, at that point you can be successful. You can't be successful without mistakes. So make more mistakes, but obviously don't forget to accept it and learn from it. That's the main theme of today's discussion.
Okay, I think it's enough for this topic.
Yeah, obviously.
We have less time. If you guys enjoy our podcast, just leave a comment below so that we can understand that you guys are loving our podcast. We will try to do more. As you can see, it is so tough for us to maintain time. Alright, another thing we can talk about is money management. It's also a natural thing that the parents didn't teach us, especially in middle class or lower middle class family. They didn't teach us how to manage money. They tell us to save money. You know, in this way you can save money. There is no topic about invest money, how to earn money from your childhood. Eventually it's a taboo that you are talking about money. You shouldn't talk about money. So it's a psychological thing, you know. It's a very common in Asia, but in foreign countries, it's money management is a real thing. Okay, from the very childhood, parents teaches their children about money management. Okay, so Sohorab, what's your thought about money management?
Definitely it's a very crucial thing for a person, because if you earn a lot of money but you don't know how to manage it, then you can't actually protect the money.
If you can maintain 10 taka in your childhood, you can't maintain 10 million taka in your future.
Yeah, that's right. So in this case, I will say there are two types of people, proactive and two is reactive. And the proactive people, I will give you an example that there is one person who throws party before getting the salary. and there's one person who throws party after getting the salary, and the one
There is also third person who don't throw a party. He save the money.
but the one who throws party before getting the salary, he can get in trouble because his salary can't be fixed or the perfect whatever they are thinking.
Yeah, there could be some something happen.
Yeah,
that he
in a
could
bit
die.
yeah, obviously, and he can have some trouble. He can need some emergency money.
Even he could lose his job.
Yeah, he can lose his job. But the one who is throwing the party after getting the money, he knows how much do I have, how much I have saved, and how much I need to spend. So the main thing is you have to get your money and you have to save whatever you want to save for the month, and then you can spend. Don't spend, then save. Firstly, save, then spend. And the thing of saving is also a scam, because from our childhood, our parents have taught us that we have to save money. But that's not also right, because if you save money for, just imagine that you're saving money for about 1 lakh taka for 5 years. After 5 years, you think it will be 1 lakh. No, due to inflation, it will get decreased. The value of the money will be about 80,000. But if you had invested it into a PLC, public limited company, or MNCs, multinational companies, then it could have been like doubled in 5 years. So
He's just giving an example. It's not like you guys have to do that. But just giving an example about money management. Okay.
Yeah, you can just invest in a small portion, but that's the way.
You guys can start a simple business.
Yeah.
In my childhood, I started sticker business. I used to sell sticker to my friends. Anime sticker, cartoon sticker. I get my Eid bonus about 2,000 taka. Then I just bought so many stickers, and then I used to sell it to my friends. And I was if I'm not wrong, I was profited maybe 200 or 300 taka. So you guys can also start a simple business, not like you have to invest in a multinational company.
Yeah, obviously. That was just an example. But ultimately, you have to be proactive. First of all, get your money and then think what I will save and what will I do with the rest money. But don't be reactive that I have spent all the money and then I don't know what to do or how to continue the rest of the month. That's the main thing of our money management. Be proactive, please.
Also, another thing that money is one of the controversial thing in our life. It can be good or it can be evil too. Especially among friends or especially in family members. The main things that creates so many problems is this money. Also, this money saves so many family. So it's up to you how we will use your money. So another important thing is karma. So we can share it, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Karma is like what is your action towards you, towards the other people. Your behavior is your karma. Alright, let's talk about karma. So Sohorab, we have discussed so many times about karma and its action. There is a popular proverb or we can see Instagram reels, karma is a bitch or something like that. So many people don't understand karma. So for them, karma is your action. Whatever you do is your karma. Okay. So Sohorab, what's your opinion about karma?
Initially, you can give me an answer. Do you believe in karma?
Yes, I believe in karma.
So, you really believe in karma. Alright. So, yeah, it's a thing that many don't believe, but some people like me believes and some people like him because he has experienced in his life and I also have experienced in my life. The karma is our actions. Whatever we do, it comes back to us. If we do something good to someone, we'll get it in a huge manner. It can be 10x or 100x sometimes. And if we do something very bad to someone, then it can also come back to us and it can be so much devastating for us. So yeah, obviously karma is real and I have experienced it. Some people who have done harm to me and they have got instant results after some days or some years. And also to some people I did harm, I also get thrashed by that. So yeah, that's the topic. So that's why I'm encouraging you all that you believe in religion or not, or whatever you do, but you should obviously believe in karma because it's real.
Yeah, eventually the karma is not on religious perspective. In every religion, I have read so many religious books. In every religion, there is mentioned karma. Every religion says do the good karma.
Yeah, our God, Allah, does not do any injustice to anyone. Whatever you do, you'll get it back. So always try to be honest, try to help the helpless people, try to help the unknown people. Who knows, you can get it back in other ways. That's the thing.
Yes, I don't think we have to discuss it more further. Okay, now let's talk about passion. It's a critical thing. Most of the people don't find their passion in early life. Eventually, I have seen so many people, even after 30, they know what to do, what's their passion is. So, it's a critical thing to discuss,
Yes, obviously, it's very tough.
So, how people can find their passion?
In reality, actually, passion grows over time. We only think that whatever we can do better in our life, in our childhood, it can be our passion, but it's not right all the time. Just imagine about ourselves. When we were in school, our teacher asked us that what we want to be in our life, what's our aim in life. And we obviously said we want to be a doctor or an engineer or an army officer or want to go in Navy or Air Force or teacher or pilot, and these all. Yeah, so many things. Because we couldn't think beyond that. That's the problem we lying here, because we have only few options about the professions. We only know about 8 or 10 professions. But to know your passion, you have to go beyond that. And you are thinking that no, I don't have any passion, I don't understand what should I do, because that existing professions 8 or 10, you don't like that. So for that, you have to explore the other professions. There are about 12,000 professions in the world, and I have learned it from a video of Dhruv Rathi. Recently he published a video in that he just gave about 100 profession in a PDF. You can go in his channel link and you can download it for $1 and you can get a summary of the professions.
Or you can ask ChatGPT for free.
Yeah, you can also go for it. According to him, whenever you are knowing about 100 new professions, you have to try that. You have to try it for only 30 minutes every day or 45 minutes for every day. After 20 hours of practice or 20 hours of trying a new profession, you will obviously grow some interest in any of that. And at that point, you will understand what's your passion. So in reality, we're out of options. We are only seeing 2 or 3 options and we have to choose between them. But there's the problem. You have to explore more beyond that, and after that, obviously, you will get your passion. So that's how you can get it. And for more information, you can check the video of Dhruv Rathi recently about passion. So I think you have understood why you are not getting it, because of our limitations.
Yeah. It's a very important thing, because so many youngsters who has huge potential don't find their passion. If they get their passion in early age, the success rate will automatically increase.
Yeah, obviously.
So that's it, everyone. You should learn about your passion. Then go work hard, be successful. Okay, Sohorab, as far as I know that you want to be a detective.
Yeah.
Right? An official detective.
Yeah, official detective.
Okay, that's a very good thing. So Sohorab, you have seen a lot of CID episodes in your childhood.
Yeah.
And from that, your passion grows about being a detective, official detective.
Yeah.
So what's your regret in childhood that you should have learned?
Yeah, obviously, I should mention 2 things. That from 2021, I downloaded Game of Thrones, but I didn't see it. I had that full seasons of episodes, but I didn't see it. I have recently seen it about 3 or 4 months ago. And that is one of my regrets, because if I would have watched it earlier, then I could have learned a lot of politics and emotions and playing games and everything. I'm really a great fan of Game of Thrones because you can find everything: politics, friendship, betrayal, family drama, and you can learn vastly. If you wanna experience something real and be a little bit intelligent about the other's behavior, you should obviously see Game of Thrones. Yeah, there are some 18 plus scenes, but I will obviously recommend that you should surpass your age, then you can watch it. But obviously, for gaining life experiences, to know the real psychology of human, the real nature of people, obviously you should watch Game of Thrones. And from my childhood, I would have learned chess, but I didn't, and it's one of my great mistakes that I didn't learn it in my childhood. I have learned it recently, but it was too better for me if I learned it earlier, because in these years, for training about 12 years or 13 years, I would have been a great player of chess. But though I have learned late, but still I'm trying to be very good at it. But yeah, these are two regrets, that Game of Thrones and chess could have been the things that I would have been learned earlier, and it would have been developed my character better. Do you have something like that?
Yeah, I have something like that. I wish I could start YouTube in 2014 to 15. If I did, maybe I could have more than 1 or 2 million subscribers.
Yeah, it's very possible.
So that's it. I don't think I have any other regret. If I had, then I should not tell. So, as I have mentioned earlier, that Sohorab has a publication in a Q2 journal. Q2 means it's a well-known journal, okay, worldwide well-known. So, research in a sense in Bangladesh context is so underrated, okay. In developed countries, most of the developed countries give much priorities in research. Research changes history. Research means innovation. But in developing countries like Bangladesh or any other nation, research is underestimated in so many ways. As Sohorab loves to do research, also he has a publication. So I think we can learn research from him. Okay. So Sohorab, so many audience doesn't have a broad idea about research. Just give a basic knowledge, and you can give some encouragement to learn research.
Yeah, you are right, because research is too much crucial for the students, because you can invent something new, you can add some knowledge to the existing literature we are having till now, and through research you can have your prosperous career in the future. Most of the students of our universities or other universities, they are not that much engaged in research, because most probably they don't know how to do it, and secondly they know how to do it, or they have learned, but they don't know what's the prospects or what the career opportunities are waiting for them.
Especially for those who wants to leave this country, they should do more and more research.
Yeah, it's somewhat true. If you wanna have scholarship for your masters or PhDs in the foreign countries, you will need 3 things actually. You will have to have good skill in English. You need a somewhat good result, or you can have also your extracurricular activities or ECA, and most importantly, you should have your research articles or research papers. But these are not mandatories, but when you have these things and you are applying, you will get advantages than other students, and you can get more possibilities to get selected. And to do research, actually in our university, I'm talking about my university because I only know about my one. I don't know about the scenario about our other universities. We are learning it at the 4th year or the last year of honors or the graduation. But I think we should learn it at the very beginning or the very first semester in our honors life, because if you learn it at that point in our early career or our early graduation life, then we can do it through our whole 4 years, and we can have about 15 or 20 publications when we are completing our graduation. So it will create a lot of impact in our careers, but unfortunately we're not learning it at the very beginning, we're learning it at the end. but still I wish that our curriculum will be changed and we'll learn it, but still it's not that much late to learn. I have learned only 2 years ago. You can learn it now and you can apply your knowledges to the science. Obviously you can apply your knowledges to get a better career, and also having publications is too good for being a teacher of a university. So also you can work for industries or companies, you can have a research for them, you can have funded researches. So I will encourage you to do research and to be a full-time researcher, and you can, obviously you have understood that you can get a great career in your foreign lives through research. So yeah, be ahead of others and get on the sector of research.
So that's it, everyone. I think we have enough talk for today. In near future, we will do some more podcasts.
Yeah, also thanks to you for inviting me to your podcast, because you are a great YouTuber and I didn't know that I can belong here, and I'm really feeling honored.
Especially as a non-anime fan.
Yeah, especially as a non-anime fan, because
that was my plan, because so many, it was unusual, unexpected.
Yeah.
My audience didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
So I love to give my audience that feeling, didn't see that coming. So it's a surprise. Also, I hope from this podcast you guys learn so many things. Okay, we are like your elder brother. So just think of it. Okay, learn from our mistakes and be successful. And any last words to my audience?
Yeah, obviously. I'm really grateful to you. I'm really feeling honored that I have come to your channel. And obviously, I will say something for the audience. Just remember, it's very important to be a good human than be a successful human, because we don't need much successful human in our world. We need good human.
Yeah, that's a good line, and it says actually everything. So for now, goodbye everyone. Hope you guys had a great time with your family, and let's see what we can do next.
Yeah, so I'm Sohorab signing off from my friend's channel, and stay tuned and subscribe to my friend's channel.
Graduate Otaku. Don't subscribe if you're not an anime fan. See you in the next video. The main point is he is not bookish. He learns from his own mistakes and life.
আমার একটা মিম দেখছিলাম, মনে আছে, অ্যাংরি পাশের সেনারিটাকে গান মার দেয়া, ঠিক আছে, ওটা হচ্ছে আসলে।
One more thing, he has research publication.
হাসছিস কেন বে? কি হয়েছে তো?